Hey guys, Mike coming at you here from northern Canada. Well, it's a nasty, nasty cold day today, and it's round about, well, I think it's about -30 today somewhere. I'll check that when we get back in. But I'll just let you have a little look around, and then I'm going to go back in and start making some lunch, which is going to be a grilled cheese artisan with some tomato soup. There you go. Everything locked up in snow and ice. It is northern Canada, so you can't expect anything else. But the ice fog's come in today after a warmer day yesterday. But we'll see how we do. Time for go and get some lunch now and warm up. Hey guys, Mike back again. So to get started, I'm just going to grate up some cheese. And I like to get these little cheap disposable plastic containers. They fit nicely inside of my grater. So then I can basically just go for it and it all falls inside. Try and give you a review. I'm not a big fan of this cheese that I picked up. It's very, very soft, difficult to grate, but you get the idea. Everything's getting so expensive now, so sorry, but I tend to use no-name brands. Use whatever cheese you want. This is just that mixed marble. You can just keep having a check inside, see how much you got. And anything that you don't use, these little containers have a lid. So you can just pop a lid on, stick it in the fridge till later. I say there isn't much better cheeses out there, but get what you can afford. Must be getting somewhere close there. No, not really. Maybe need a little bit more. Just got to keep on going. So, there we go there. That should be plenty. Who knows, I might have too much. Just gently take that out. So it's a little bit compacted there, but that should be plenty of cheese. Let's have a little check on the inside. So if you have a look, make sure you take all these bits out. Just get my little knife in there. Don't use your good knives on the metal. Just as a little metal plastic spatula or something. But that should do what I need for now. And you can pick that up and just throw that in. Clean off my board. So I like to make my grilled cheese from sourdough bread. It's a nice flavour, nice texture. Cut yourself a piece round about 3/4 of an inch, or a couple of pieces. That should do for one sandwich. I always take the cut from the centre of the bread, just so it's a little bit bigger slices to use. Depends on the size of your loaf and the shape. But there can go to one side for something else. And as this one's an artisan, I'm going to put some onion inside. You can put a little bit of ham if you want so, but every good kitchen always has at least half an onion somewhere stored away. And this is what I say about these little tubs. I do little storage compartments for in the fridge. So I'm just going to quickly top and tail what's left of that one, take off this outside skin. They tend to dry up and go a little bit rubbery. And then I'm just quickly going to slice this. And please remember, if you're going to use onion, keep it in a sealed container if you want to save it. And just break this up just to go in with our bread. Onion is a wonderful thing, helps clean your body, but it also will help clean the environment around you. That's why it goes all wrinkly and looks a little bit weird if you leave one outside. I know when I used to do painting a lot more, like around the house, I would cut an onion in half and then leave that out. And that soaks up all the paint smell. So there's another little tip for you. But I'm just going to put down my tub ready to go. Time for buttering up my bread. So that's just more or less ready to go. And as I've told you before, I'm lactose intolerant, so unfortunately I can't use butter. But if I was using it for somebody else, if I was making it, if somebody wants a proper meal, then I would use the butter. But I'm just going to use basically the Becel olive oil spread. So that does for me. I'm not a big fan of the idea of using any sort of margarine, but this will do. So a little bit on the inside. That's just for our flavour, I guess. Mixes with the cheese. And this is another one of them cheap or inexpensive and quick family meal. Bit of cheese, bit of bread. This is great if you've got stale bread. So you go from there. Now first things first, we'll just put a little bit of that cheese on the inside. Don't worry about making a mess. Just break that up, flake it as you go. And this is for 2 people, this isn't just mine. Of course, if you've got small children, you can cut this up into smaller pieces for them to share. If you have friends around, things like that. And some onion in there. Of course, if you don't like the onion, don't put it in. You can cook your onion first if you want. So you've got some nice caramelized onion in there. Just a few bits. However much you like. Me and my lady like spicy food. So if you wanted to, nothing wrong with putting a bit of chilli or something in there as well. Certainly helps in the winter time to perk up. Little bit of black pepper on the inside, and then we're going to go at that with a little bit more cheese, just so the onion is sandwiched in between. So that should be nice. So this is a very sticky, soft cheese. It's supposed to be marketed as a nice cheddar, but I think somebody got the mixes wrong on this one. Something like that should do there. We're going to put our bread on. I'm going to press that down and then go straight on this side with our margarine again. Well, this is olive oil spread, I guess, so not margarine. I say butter would be better, but you get what you get. And then I will flip them onto my griddle, and then we'll butter the other side once that one's on. Don't need to make too much mess. I'm just going to lift this off and take it out the way. So, sandwiches ready to go, got them on a plate. Make life easy for myself. To lift it off, I've buttered side down. Flip it over, butter side down. And while that one's cooking, we can spread our butter, on in this case olive oil, olive spread rather, on our opposite side. Just so we're ready just to turn that and not messing around. I didn't bother putting any salt on this because I did find this cheese was quite salty. But we're just going to keep on going as we go. Beautiful looking, golden, crispy grilled cheese sandwich. And to speed things up for the melting part of things, just find yourself a pan lid. I use a Blackstone cover. That goes in there, keeps that heat going inside, makes it into a little oven in effect. And that'll melt the cheese a lot faster, and we'll get eating that a lot quicker. What you can use, if you haven't got a pan lid or anything like this, you can use a little bit of aluminum foil and just put that straight over the top. So it should be time to flip them. We're on a medium to low heat. So I just want to turn that over. Ah, it's a beautiful colour. Well, if I wouldn't be so conceited, I'd say, well done, Michael, that's excellent. But yeah, we try not to do that too much. So we'll put our lid back on just for a minute or so, just to make sure it's grilling up, and then we'll keep our eye on it, and then we're going to put our topping. And to go along with this, have a Heinz tomato soup. We don't need too much, just a sandwich and a soup, great for a winter's day. It's what we had when we were kids, it's what I gave my kids. It's good all around the world. Well, especially where it's cold anyway. But we'll just let that cook away. Once that's at heat, cheese ready, time to eat. So we'll take our lid off there now, and we will just check how our toasting is coming along. Starting to get a little bit of colour on there, but we're just going to leave that alone now. Once we get a nice bit of colour on there, like I say, it's time for our topping, or the artisan topping, which is the rest of the cheese and some of the onion. So we'll have a check of these now. It's been a couple of minutes. Try not to have your griddle too hot. Yep, they're looking good. So what we're going to do now, very hot, we're going to throw the remainder of our cheese onto our griddle. And we can throw a little bit of our onion on there too. Make sure the bits are not too big. You can do this with green onion, will probably be a little bit better. That'll do for that one. And then we will flip our sandwich back onto that. Same goes for this one. We're just going to leave that alone for a little while, just press it into the cheese and just let that brown up, go nice and crispy. That'll be fantastic. Right, that's one looking beautiful. Let's see if we can get under this one. Yep, that's looking nice. Fantastic. Which seems to be my favourite word since I started doing my cooking channel. Everything's fantastic. But I'm going to move them over to a cutting board. We'll let them cool slightly and then we'll present them. And there we go. Now I'm just going to cut these straight across. That's it. We need our crispy bit. Now one of the things I've seen, and I've done it myself to be honest, you put them straight on a plate. No need for that one. We'll just stand them, our plate this way around. And that way we keep our nice crispy surface, both sides. So we don't want no soggy, nasty grilled cheese. And there we have it, guys. One beautiful grilled cheese artisan and tomato soup. So these look nice with the crispy cheese. Beautiful. Let me know what you think. Please remember, like, share, subscribe, and leave me a comment. Mike loves you all. Mike out.